today is Thursday. It is 6 o'clock right now. It's pretty windy right now. The hurricane is supposed to be hitting us Friday. It feels really hot and muggy right now. We are planning on staying home. It's just gonna be like a tropical storm by the time it gets here in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. But we're really hoping that everybody here is safe. We have removed pretty much everything from our backyard except for this table right here. My husband thought it was a good idea to just put it like that so it doesn't like move or something like that. I don't know, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. And then the swing, we just tied it around the tree. We don't have any sandbags or anything right here in our entrance, our backyard entrance, because we don't think water will rise too much. Hopefully not. But our side entrance, hold on, let me show you guys. On our side entrance we have topsoil and then some pebbles, stones on top. So we didn't find any sand bags at our local Home Depot anymore. They had ran out of them. And so this lady told us that if we put topsoil in trash bags that could work. So that's what we did. It's in the bottom, and then we put the pebbles on top to block any water, because right here it always floods when it rains, and we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain, so we don't want any water entering our house. And hopefully this works. And my husband parked his truck right here. We filled up my tank. His truck is good, but in case we have to evacuate, we'll be taking my car, because something happened with the wipers, and it's not working, so he has to get that fixed. And if it's raining, yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. But anyways, yeah, this is in our side door. Hopefully no water comes in. Okay, y'all, I look pretty rough right now. Don't mind my face. And I'm just chilling with my son right now. Hopefully we'll be safe. We have put our outdoor stuff inside so they don't fly away. But I'll be probably vlogging just a little bit, small clips to just share with you guys our experience. Today is Friday. The hurricane has gotten closer to us. I believe now it would be a tropical storm, I should say. We are fine. Just a few branches on the ground, but nothing too serious for now. Praying this goes away soon. It's starting to rain now. It wasn't raining before, but y'all, I could not sleep for crap last night because the winds were just so crazy, and my son, like, I just kept looking at him and making sure he was okay. Luckily he's actually slept through everything, so. It's 5 o'clock and this is how it's looking now. Ooh, gonna go back in. Hey guys, so I am currently in my bathroom. It's a really small bathroom, but we're in my shower. The winds have picked up some more. It's pretty scary. I have my son with me. My main concern is obviously a tree falling down. We have a ton of trees in our backyard, and so that's what I'm really nervous about right now. It is no longer a hurricane, I think. The news said that it's a tropical storm, but the winds are pretty crazy out there. I literally could not sleep last night because I was just so paranoid that a tree would fall, and I kept waking up every like hour or so to check up on my son. So honestly, I don't know when it's going to end. I keep hearing different things. Going to continue to get stronger later on tonight, which is making me more nervous. My husband is in the living room right now. He's just like checking the news and stuff, but I just got really worried and scared. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully we get through this, and hopefully it passes by fast, because this is too much. I'm so glad we still have electricity, because I know a lot of people have already lost electricity, so I'm really grateful that we haven't lost power. So okay, that one looks so scary. Hi guys, welcome back to Josie's World. Now I threw in those clips of the hurricane, what happened when, you know, we stayed here during Hurricane Florence, and I kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, my experience. I want to explain to you guys why I ended up deciding to stay. So what happened was, we kept hearing different things in the news about how bad this hurricane was going to be, and part of me felt like it wasn't, like, once it reached us, it wasn't going to be as bad as, you know, people made it sound to be. But during that time, they said that it was going to hit us as a Category 1 hurricane, so, or 2, I believe, 2, my bad. In my mind, I didn't think that a Category 2 hurricane was going to be that bad, y'all. I mean, I'm kind of slow, so anyway, so as time went by, the news kept saying, okay, once it hits Fayetteville, it's just going to turn into a tropical storm. So I was nervous, but I wasn't too nervous at that point. And my husband, like, for some reason, they were not letting him get off earlier to prepare for this storm. So I basically had to go to the store early in the morning, because, you guys, waters were going out like this, like everywhere. The commissary, like Walmart, everywhere around here in Fayetteville and Fort Bragg, like, waters were going fast. And so since my husband wasn't allowed to leave work early, I had to take care of all of that and grab other essentials just to be prepared, because we didn't know how this storm was going to affect us here in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. So I picked up a couple of essentials at my local Walmart and Bed Bath & Beyond. So I was pretty much going everywhere just to find stuff. But yeah, it was pretty crazy out there. And finally, the day it hit the coast, that's when they let the soldiers who had families go home and prepare for the storm. So it was pretty much last minute. And so what we ended up doing was we were looking for sandbags, because our side entrance floods when it rains a lot. So everybody was saying we're gonna get like 13 inches of rain and all this, and I was like, oh heck no, like, I'm not about to have water get in my house. So we went to Home Depot, and they didn't have any. So I saw this lady that had a whole bunch of topsoil. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am, what are you using that for? And so she explained to me that she was going to put the topsoil inside of trash bags and just like seal it, and that was going to work like as if you had sandbags. So we got that idea, and we bought some topsoil just to put in the entrances of our house. And that was pretty much it. All the stuff was cleared from my backyard except for the swing and a table we had. I just figured that table's heavy, hopefully it wasn't going to fly away, and it didn't. So we got lucky. But yeah, you guys, it was really scary. Even though it hit us as a tropical storm, the winds were so strong. And I don't know if you guys have seen my backyard in previous videos, but there's a shit ton of trees back there. So I was just really nervous that one of them was going to fall into our house, just because how strong these winds sounded. And when it finally kind of hit us, it was like around nighttime. So that first night I could not sleep for nothing. It's funny because I had told my husband, we're gonna take turns sleeping. I'm gonna be awake at this time and you're gonna be like, then I'm gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up and then take watch. So that didn't end up happening. My husband freaking like slept through it, and I was paranoid. Like, I cannot sleep for nothing. Like, I probably got 30 minutes of sleep that whole night. And my son, like, he was in our room because I did not want to lose my sight from him. I just wanted him to be close to me while this, hurricane tropical storm was passing by here in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. And I just, I laid right next to him because our bed is like right next to some windows. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna just go and lay on the floor because if anything hits the windows, we're doomed. So we ended up sleeping on the floor right next to my son's pack and play. And I was literally just looking at him all the time, just making sure he was okay. He slept through it too. My son and my husband literally are just like the same. So I was grateful and glad that he was able to sleep through it and not freak out. So yeah, then the second night, it was super windy still. Like, it was still supposed to get really tough during the night time again. And at this point I was like, I am so over it. Like, why didn't I go and evacuate to my parents? Like, lesson learned. I was just really like, it gave me a lot of anxiety because I just didn't want nothing to happen to my son. And we kept watching the news, seeing how things were looking out there, and it looked pretty scary. So we ended up not losing power. We got lucky there. It would go off and on, but just like it would take a second until it came on again. So we were really blessed in that aspect. As far as trees falling here, they like around my area, it did not, but like another block, there was like trees down everywhere. There were some streets that were flooded because it kept raining. And some roads, a lot of roads were closed, I should say, because they were broken or it was flooded. So it was pretty crazy out there, I heard, and I saw in the news too. And I did not dare to drive out there. I was not gonna risk my life. But shout out to my husband though, because at one point I was like craving Chinese food, and he went out and got some Chinese food for me, and luckily, nothing happened to him. But honestly, you guys, if a hurricane comes our way again, I'm out. Like, the reason why I stayed here, I mentioned previously because, I didn't think the storm was going to, hit us as hard as I thought it was going to. But the main reason why I didn't go also was because my husband wasn't allowed to evacuate. Fort Bragg really wasn't told to evacuate, so I didn't want to leave him behind, like I didn't want to go to my parents and just like be so paranoid about my husband. I love him so much. And so I was like, if we're all together and we're all looking out for one another, then I figure we should be good. But it was really scary. So I definitely don't think that if a hurricane comes our way again, I would be staying. Like, I love my husband, but that anxiety, y'all, like especially focusing on your child and wanting to make sure that he is okay or your child is okay, it's like it's so scary. Like, that feeling is so scary. And I don't think any mother should really go through that either. But I'm really grateful that we survived this. My heart goes out to all those that were affected by the storm. I know that we've had so much support from others from out of town that came here to North Carolina to help those that needed. And that is just like, that's beautiful to me, that when people come together to help others. Today is Saturday. It took me a while to film this, but we finally went out off post, and everything's looking all right so far. I know there's still some areas that are still affected, but slowly but surely, I'm sure things are going to be rebuilt again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share with you guys my experience as far as me staying during Hurricane Florence, and yeah, I will be back to my same routine next week. If you guys would like to see more videos of Josie's World, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the love and for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Bye.